What is up, gang? Justin here, aka No Good Comics, and welcome back to the channel. Hey, happy new comic book day. It's April 1st, 2026. Here are the new releases that I picked up from this new comic book day. And I will say, as I always do, it is another great week for new comic books. Very excited. Shout out to Zapp Comics for all the great books that I just picked up. As you can see, there's a good stack there. There's some that are bag and boarded from the back issue bins, and then a bunch of new ones. And of course, some of the blind bags that I picked up as well for the Daredevil new release. Very excited about that. So it was a 1-bag week, that's a win, I think, right? Last week was a 2-bag win, a little over the top. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through the list of, I guess I should say the pile of books that I picked up. I also wanted to go over a few housekeeping items. And I'll start with that actually. So tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern, I will be here again on the channel at 9 o'clock Eastern, streaming with my good friends Kate from Kate's Comics and Dave from Four Corners Comics. We've been planning to break down this series for quite some time now. We've had a few reschedules, but we're doing the full 12 issues as kind of a overall discussion of our thoughts and what we are just enjoying this. This was technically, I had read through this a few times prior to talking out with the group of what we were going to read next, and this was one of the things I was recommending since we just did the Mr. Miracle breakdown last month. So just keeping up with Tom King, jumped into Human Target, and man, this is I'm excited to talk about this one. If you guys have not read it, you got a day, so or less than a day really, but if you want to catch up and be ready for the discussion tomorrow night, we will be live at 9 o'clock Eastern. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Greg Smallwood, Tom King goodness. The other thing is, if you just missed Omni X-Men, we just came off the show from last night. Another epic issue that we broke down over on John's channel, X-Men 207. It's been a blast, reading a lot of this stuff for the first time myself, and just enjoying the ride and coming across some real gems like we did last night. So go check that out over on John's channel. We'll be back live this upcoming Tuesday, 9 o'clock Eastern, to continue Omni X-Men after that. And then let's see, is there anything else that I was going to say? Let's see. We got some people hanging in the chat right now. Ruben Guzman, what's going on, brother? Cowabunga, good to see you, my friend. Matt Impress Comics in the house. What is going on, Matt? Just texted you the link if you want to jump on for a little bit, my friend. But yeah, dude, last night was a blast. Definitely good times talking about 207. Man, what a good issue, and what a fun episode. We got Murphinator in the house. What's going on, Murph? Hope all is well. Oh, I just realized I'm muted. Thanks, guys. Yeah, just talking about the Daredevil bags here. So I bought 3. Thanks. Yeah, appreciate it. Real Phil in the house. What's going on? Let's see. What's the chances of you wearing zero? Let's see. Trying to get over to my computer and I'll jump in. Yeah, man. Yeah, if you can make it, great. If not, no worries. let's see. Yeah, appreciate you guys. So yeah, I'm curious if anybody bought the, do you buy these? If you do, what do you typically like? Like for me, I bought 3 because I'm probably going to keep one to just keep sealed, and I'll keep the other 2, or I'll open the other 2. I'll open them here live. But I am curious about like, everybody kind of has their own thing. I did buy the cover A as well. So I'll open a couple here live tonight, but I like to keep like one sealed up, just more for like memory's sake, I guess, more or less. I did get a couple of these cool things. So I guess these were stickers that came with this is just from Zapp specifically. So cool deal here. And Blind Science, who's a good friend of the Zapp Comics as well, a local guy here who has a company that sells these stickers for sorting in your bins, having kind of that what do you call that that tab, like to mark your tabs, which is nice because here he says stop handwriting and instead get some sticker tabs. So little plug there for Blind Science, good guy. And then yeah, some cool stickers. So I guess I got one I got a couple to get through, a couple in my bag. So, all right. So I got 3 of those, and I'm curious. Yeah, let me know in the chat or how you guys handle this. Did you buy any yourself? Do you plan on it? There were a ton of great covers. We'll get to cutting some of those open here in just a little bit. Let's go over some of the raw books that I have here, and I'll start with the Daredevil stuff. Let me just see which one. Yeah, because I already got some variants, and I did name this issue or this episode "Comic Book Variants Will Be the Death of Me," and I say that jokingly. Of course, I love variants. I love buying variants. I think it's great for the comic community. I know that some people are very mixed about, or some people complaining about how many variants there are. My whole thing is, yes, there's a lot of variants, but no one's making you buy these things. So, just keep that in mind. Like, just buy the ones you want, buy the ones you like, or buy the blind bags that you want to, kind of check out and have fun with it. Ultimately, you're just here to have fun with it. So, I don't let it bother me. I like that it gives work to other artists. It provides opportunities for those to get discovered. So I think variants is just a huge opportunity for, upcoming artists and of course for the fans to collect your favorite artist stuff. So I got Matt here. What's up, Matt? Can you hear me? Pause. Let's see. We got Jake in the house. What's going on? Hounds of Gore. Always good to see you, my friend. Murphy said cover A should never be in a blind bag. Hopefully you don't get one in the bag. Do they do that? Have they been doing that? Cover A in the blind bag? That's not cool.
Yeah, they do.
Dang, man. I mean, well, it might be a reader copy that I did buy. I mean, I guess on the flip side, I always want to at least have cover A for the books I buy. So I guess in a way, I'm going to guarantee myself that, right, and buy the cover A. I won't be mad.
It's still fun to open them too.
Yeah, totally, and it's a beautiful cover A. So let me hold this up. Lee Garbett.
Agreed.
I'm going to blow myself up here, Matt. Matt, thanks for jumping on, man. I know we've been talking about hanging for a while now, so appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I had a whole lot of books strolling around through here, and then had to get everything set back up that I took down last night with the camera and the mic and everything.
Yeah. No worries, man. No worries. And thanks for the heads up with the going muted. I went to clear my throat and I forgot to unmute after that. We'll have something to look back and laugh at later. Did you get out at New Comic Book Day at all, Matt?
So I don't have an LCS close to me to go to that's any good or anything. There is one. It's 45 minutes away, but it's not a great shop. So I do everything online through DCBS. So I'll get mine in about 2 weeks. Yeah,
that's right. I used to use that site. It's a great site.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I hate waiting, but you do get the discount on it. I hate not supporting a local shop, so I make up for it every state that I travel to every couple of weeks. I try to support all the local shops there. So
there you go. Yeah, I'll say I know you get to get out at least and try some new places.
For sure. During
your travels. Had to get the Peach Momoko variant there.
For sure. Yep.
Trying to get all of her stuff always. And then the Roche Besh. So these are the trade dress versions. I know that there's the, you can get the virgin variants in some of the, I've
been seeing a lot of that cover come out of the blind bags today. People post
this one.
Yep.
and I don't know what the ratios are of all of them. I honestly have not closely looked at all of them. I want to get the Dan Pinocha variant. That's the goal for me. At least in gambling with opening some of these. You would think, me liking to go to casinos, I'd get more blind bags here, but I don't usually partake too much.
Get Mrs. No Good to open them.
Hey, actually, oh man, that's not a bad idea. What am I doing? I was doing it all wrong here.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. You'll get the 1 in 100 easy there.
Yeah, seriously. All right, let's see this. So I grabbed this one off the shelf. So usually I will send my LCS a few books that I'm like, if they can hold for me or if they have an extra copy, great. And then there's some stuff that I purposely don't, send to them because I just want to kind of have that moment of taking it off the shelf myself. Plus I'm like actively trying to tell myself like why I don't need that issue. So I pretty much argue with myself all the way up until I get to the shop and then I see that book and I'm like, yeah, I'm buying that book. So this was one of those. I started collecting World's Finest when this was first coming out. I had jumped off it, and I'm certainly far behind. No reason really, just a lot, catching up and buying a lot of other stuff. But the Dan Mora stuff, I just can't help but, buy his stuff. I love his artwork, and he does the interiors, which is just like, it's just crazy. Like when you find an artist you love and you find out that they're doing the interiors and stuff, it's like, I mean, I guess
his art and the latest several issues of Transformers have been a breath of fresh air.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they changed up creators, right? He's the main guy there. So it's funny. I talked about him about that, and I said I love the way he draws people.
Right, I remember you saying that before.
Yeah, and I was like, man, like they're gonna put him on this thing that draws machines. Like I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it
was perfect.
Yeah. I need to catch up on that too. That's
yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah, man. Not enough time. Kenneth Bird in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Let's see. Is that Simp? Is that Dan? Oh, hold on. Is that Dan? I think that's Dan. What's going on, brother? He says, can you show us the back of the World's Finest? It's a wraparound. I did not even realize it's a wraparound. Look at that. That's awesome.
Excellent.
Man, what a steal of a deal there, man. Had no idea. We're getting Dan Mora wraparound covers and interior all on this series. Like, my goodness. And I don't think, and again, this is like the 50th anniversary one. So, I think it's a little, it's an oversized issue. And I don't think Dan Mora was necessarily on every issue building up to this, but yeah, definitely never want to pass on that. I tried this new book, Royals, mainly because it's got an ace of spades on the front of it. No real reason. And of course, this guy's balling with chips here as he throws the aces. I just love. I mean, the theme of the whole thing. I mean, I'm sold. The fact that it's called Royals, forget it. And I'm always giving Image one covers or issue ones, I should say, from Image a shot.
Yep.
It's just kind of been an automatic, right? You get some indie stuff, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of Image. I do more Image than anything, and then probably DC after that, and then Marvel a little bit here and there.
Yeah, I'm just flipping through some of that. There's a big jackpot win right there. That's usually me on a on a Friday night, right before I lose it all on a Saturday morning. Or
later that Friday night.
Or that, yeah, exactly. Of course, Absolute Superman. Love this book. Jason,
sure.
Yeah, it's been great, and this is starting to new story. It's kicking off here for issue 18. Kind of crazy. Like I feel like the series has been out for a while, but at the same time, we're only in the teens still. Can't wait to just see where they take this entire universe of everything. And I know you've been.
Yeah, they announced too earlier this week that they were going to officially have a meetup with Absolute Superman and Absolute Batman. I can't remember what issue they said it was going to happen, but it's coming up.
Oh, I can't wait. Speaking of, here's some reprints that they just came out with that I couldn't pass up on.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. I love both of these covers, both of these issues.
Yep.
And I just love, I mean, they're doing foil of them, like absolutely.
Yeah, I like them both, and then you put foil on it. There's no way. That's just Mike from Lunch Money calls it catnip, and I agree.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, that's exactly. And this one, I mean, this might be like my favorite issue that I've read so far. I mean, it's all been great, but like, it was just so well done. The back and
Yep.
forth, and meeting and working together, and yeah, it's so
yeah. I know. John. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Let's finish impressing the last book for the day.
Oh,
yeah, I know John wasn't super thrilled with Absolute Batman, and I get it. It's not for everybody, but I really enjoyed it. And
Snyder hater,
man. Well, that's true. That's true.
I am convinced that he at this point now, it's just when Snyder's name's on it. Like, I almost want him to read a Snyder book
Without knowing.
Yeah. It's almost like, taste testing between Pepsi and Coke or something like that, and not telling them, and then just seeing, they really end up liking it or not.
I have to try to figure something out.
Could be revealing. Yeah. That's funny. Let's see. Eternals. This was another one I snagged off the shelf. I had seen mentions of it, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go with it or not, but I was flipping through it. I love the movies, The Eternals. I am just a huge fan, and I love the Eternals run that just ended. Well, not just ended, a few years ago now, with Esad Ribic doing the artwork, and is it Kieran Gillen that was doing the writing for that one? So that stuff was all great. I love the characters in general, and I want to read more. So I figured to just jump into picking up this first issue, number 1, When Gods Walk the Earth, the Eternals. A lot of characters, or sorry, a lot of artists and writers, and it's the 50th anniversary special. So, yeah, I wanted to give that a shot. The last 3 new books before I have 4. I did pick this up, the comics, the magazine.
Yes, yeah. I loved issue 1. I'm very, very excited to get issue 2. This idea, the thing that Chip Zdarsky was doing before with the Chip Zdarsky News, I enjoyed it. Yeah. It's not a wizard magazine, which is awesome. It is just information, interviews, highlights. It's the first issue was great, and I'm really excited about the next one.
Yeah, a lot of great interviews in here. A lot of exciting things to come. It's cool that they kind of brought this back like this, or kind of its own thing.
Yep.
Even got like some art school stuff, kind of how-tos. So some cool education in there as well. Yeah, I'll be snagging each one. And it's $3. It's $2.99.
Yeah, $2.99. Can't beat it.
The last set of new books I bought, I was holding them. Oh, actually, I'll save that one. Actually, all right. So I went with Captain Marvel Dark Past. I always find myself buying Captain Marvel books. I'm so intrigued with her whole story, especially tied in with Rogue. Some stuff that we've just been reading on the X-Men. And this
like cover.
It's a Wernick cover, and he does the interiors as well.
Okay.
I was in the shop reading a couple pages just to kind of kick it off. I always like to take a few minutes and just that's what the shop's for. I feel like it's always the fun part of diving into a book while you're in the shop. But this immediately talks about like her struggles with certain memories that she's now taken back on, little by little, memories of things that either have happened that she doesn't remember, things that have nothing to do with her, or some things that she thinks is in the future that hasn't happened yet, which is confusing her as well. And she mentions Rogue several times, and it gives you this whole layout of background. So it just is so convenient in timing, for what I've been reading with John and all you guys with Omni X-Men.
Yep.
So
nice.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there. And then I did grab this variant, which I thought was a cool kind of almost anime style, variant, which she's got the black suit on. And I should know, let's see, the artist on here. Let's see. I feel like lately they've been adding the variant artist on the inside, which is nice. Oh, there's a bunch on here. I am not sure which one that is. I know it's not J. Scott Campbell. Ichicure, probably. Edgicure. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't see a signature either, but
I'm looking to see what I can find here.
Yeah. But I grabbed both of those. I was gonna get the J. Scott Campbell, but like it just didn't.
Fan Yang.
Oh, okay. I did see that name in there. Okay, Fan Yang. Yep. And I've heard of them before. I was gonna get the J. Scott Campbell cover, but a part of it was like, okay, like let's just like try to get like one variant. On top of that, I get so many J. Scott variants. I pretty much grab like all the ones that are X-Men related specifically. And this one, I don't have the artwork in front of me, but it just seemed like, I don't know, more middling of his work compared to other things. Like, I mean, it looks like his work for sure. Nothing like negative to say about it, but I don't know. Maybe it's the pose or the clothes that she's wearing. I don't know what it was. It just wasn't enough for me to, pull the trigger. And instead, I went and bought this book here, Alien King Killer.
There you go. That cover looks good too.
Yeah, right. I like the human hand just like reaching, like whoever that guy is. Like, not good. Not a good scenario. I hate when this happens. Actually, no, but the 20th Century Studios, they've been doing a killer job. This is Ahmed.
I really enjoyed the series they've been doing with everything in the last 2 years, I guess.
Yeah. I got to get back with Brandon, man.
Yeah, for real.
That was some fun stuff with the Avengers. And my buddy Carlos Nioto. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Nioto. He is the interior, and I had met him at New York Comic Con, I think. Oh no, I met him at C2E2 first, like 3 years ago. Then I saw him at New York Comic Con. We've just kind of stayed friends throughout all that. He's such a humbling guy, and it's been cool to see his career grow over these last 3-4 years. So when I saw that he was on this, I thought I was very excited for that too. Yeah, he's done some other recent work I can't recall off the top of my head, but awesome. Anyways, nice guy.
Yeah, I like running across creators that are actually down to earth, real people that are interested in catching up with you through life and everything. So that's what Livio Raimondelli is for me. So just being able to just send him a picture of some random things that I found in a shop this past weekend.
Yeah,
and I just cool guys, just one of the friends.
Nice, yeah, that's awesome. All right, two things here, Matt. I either I can go through the back issues real quick, or I can start cutting open a couple of these bad boys.
Yeah, we need to see what's in at least one of the blind bags. You might bookend it or something.
Oh, that's a good idea. All right, let's crack one open here first. It's so weird. It's like a big, like I was into, Pokemon for a long time. Like it's like a big booster pack, basically.
Yeah.
The way this is.
It looked like it tore pretty easy. Like it's a fairly thin paper bag of paper chips, or potato chips, I should say. So.
Oh yeah. I don't even need scissors. I don't think. Oh. Maybe I do.
Yeah, maybe it wouldn't hurt.
Here we go. I'm seeing the back. Oh yeah, it's actually covered in paper, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it's got a little sleeve over it.
Yeah. All right. First blind bag in a long time, I feel like. So there's the sleeve, right? And is it the Dan Panoja? Oh, this is nice. From the show. Nice. Heck yeah. Let me hold that up. Man, what the heck is his name again? Muse, that's right.
Yeah.
That guy's just sleeping.
Yeah, it's sleeping, that's it.
Jackson, let's see, SZE, Daredevil 1, variant edition, technically created in 22. We signed it in 2022. We got Bobby in the house. Boggy.
What is up, Bobby?
Station, my friend. Beta Ray Jim. What's going on, brother? I got to connect with you, my friend. I know you got some books of mine. I haven't been able to get around to hanging out and buying more books, but I got to do that soon. Is that the 1 in 500? Or is he just, he's shouting for that.
He's just saying that. It's just the regular Marvel television variant, looks like.
Nice. I'll take it. At least it's not a duplicate,
True.
All right. That was exciting. That's dangerously exciting how that felt. I have to hit up my LCS.
So what I ended up doing, so Mask will be out in May. And
yes,
I've got different orders at different places so that I can support, and it just depends on what town I'm going to be in. I counted up, I either have 13 or 18 blind bags coming from Mask. So
my God.
Like, oh well, I guess I'll have everything I want and more.
Either 13 or 18.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That's great. Yes, any men for life, my friend. Yes. So Beta Ray Jim had joined John and I back in season 1 of Omni X-Men.
Okay.
And that's where I'd first met Jim. And our issue was what was it, Beta? It was like 90 it was one of the 90s, like 97, issue 98, whenever the Any-Men showed up. No, not 98. Must have been 96, 94. Oh, maybe it was 94. Did we have you for 94? Is Any-Men in 94? Now I'm getting it mixed up. Anyways, these random characters that were quite entertaining, they were part of that issue that he had broke down with. Now I got to go back and look it up later. Either way, good stuff, Beta. Yeah, good times. Man, that was season 1. Crazy. All right, let's bookend this. We'll show off some of the books here, and I'm gonna purposely hold some back here. Okay, so we have 2, 3, we got six all together. I think that was it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna hold them up this way. 208. Which,
up next.
Yeah, up next, and I already saw that splash page of Kitty, and dang man, yeah, can't wait to read it. I ended up not reading it last night, but I definitely am going to jump into it here soon. 95. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I knew it was one of those early Claremont issues, super early. Great issue too. All right. So yeah, excited for that. 206. Just coming off of that one as well. Pretty wild ride. Just loving how all this stuff's connecting. This was $2, and I couldn't recall if I had a copy or not. But it's
a newsstand, and it's $2. It looks pretty doggone good. It's worth $2.
Doom and Storm.
Get it every time, whether you have it or not.
Right. Yeah, that beautiful yellow, bright yellow color there. So yeah, glad to get that. Again, shout out to Zapp Comics. Go check them out if you haven't already. I put their information down below. I always buy this book. Matt, we talked about books. Yeah, this is just another one of those, and especially at $3. Come on.
Yep, you can't beat it.
My gosh, it's such a gem. Yeah, literally just keep snagging both life death stories.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, Barry Windsor Smith just does some magical work here and some really great Storm stories. Nimrod, yeah. We're getting more into the Nimrod stuff, or at least we're heading that direction. We just talked about this one, Matt, last night.
Yep, that's another one that I get anytime that it's affordable and in good shape.
This one is $10. Nice, clean copy.
Yep, love it.
The no weird one little ding there, but otherwise just super clean.
I know a guy.
Yeah. I think I know a guy. Yeah. So there's that, and then of course,
nice.
Matt, look at this. Look at that.
$3. Now the one you had last night was only $2.
Yeah. They heard the spike going up, so they
just hiked it up on you.
It's just crazy. Now I will say I had bought another one from them not too long ago that was $15. All within that $2 one I bought a long time ago. The $15 one I bought like 2 weeks ago, and then this one I just bought today. So it is interesting to kind of see the fluctuation, or again, a lot depends on.
Yeah, and it'll have to do with how many color breaks are on the spine for the most part,
right?
Because that one, you can see that one shows color breaks real easy on that cover.
Looks like Wolverine got to it,
Yeah, he does.
It has these 3 big tears too on this side.
Yeah, Adam was pretty funny last night. He's gonna get it graded, but Wolverine tore through it.
Do you know have they made Mark Jewelers with these at all?
Or I have a Mark Jewelers too. Yep, I've got the Canadian price, the Mark Jewelers newsstand, like German, got a Danish, a couple other. I think there's a French one that I've got. So nice. It's got a good half a box full of 207s.
I love it. They just did a Sabretooth homage.
Oh, really?
So awesome. Oh, that's cool. For one of the series that they have coming out, I guess.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know.
All right, I got another one of these. So let's open this bad boy. We're just hitting that 8 o'clock mark. Tonight's a big night for me, Matt, because it's Survivor night. I don't know if you ever watched Survivor.
Okay. No, I don't. I never got into Survivor, so
it's a good show, Matt. Just saying. I think you do good. I think you would do good on the show. Just saying. gonna put that out there.
Nah, I got too many books to work on.
For a guy that knows how to press, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that would be
You
key to survival.
Yeah, you could apply that to surviving. A little bit of a struggle. You're right. Once you get the one piece like kind of ripped, then it all kind of just goes. Oddly enough, this makes me. I'm starting to crave chips now. Really.
Bet you can't open just one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, believe me, already I want to open the third one. Try not to bend things. Okay, here we go. What is the one in 500 beta? I'm curious what the actual cover is. It says Survivor. Oh man, I just watched Sam Raimi's new movie Set Hell. Yes, yeah, dude, it was so good. Yes, I watched that, and I love that they tied Survivor into that. Even had Jeff Probst on there.
A 1 in 500 is Jeff. Is it DeCal? I don't know if you can see.
Oh, the black and white. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, there's a 1 in 1,000 also.
Wait, pull that up again, Matt. Let me blow you up.
Okay, let me get back to it.
Okay. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. So I did see that. Yeah, that's a beauty. And there's a 1 in 1,000.
Yeah, the 1 in 1,000 is a Joe Quesada.
Oh.
Doesn't really look like a 1 in 1,000, but.
Oh, okay. I did see that too. Yeah, all the heads together there.
Okay. But yeah, that's
Jeff DeCal. He is going to be at Terrificon. Actually, I think they just announced.
Nice.
Been wanting to meet him for a while. All right, here's the paper. We are looking for one of those or Dan Panosian. I would like. Oh, just don't be a duplicate. Oh, is that who is that? That is. I just looked at this one.
Let me see the front again.
I can't remember.
Gabriel Delato? No. Let's see which one. This looks like Alex Maleev.
Oh yeah, Maleev. Is it Maleev? Oh yeah, it looks that actually does. Yeah, his almost like paint, paint style. Beautiful book.
Jim, this is a 70 Chevelle that's on my shirt. I tend to build cars in my off time when I'm not working on books and the day job.
Dang, I did see this one. This is a nice one too.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Damn it! Now I want to open another one.
There's probably going to be more you can buy later. If you ever decide to go back to Zapps again.
That's true. If I ever decide to go back, I guess I could do that. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it here. You do it live.
Peer pressure.
Yeah. I can't wait to have some chips after this. You're right though. This is it is like a cheap, which I guess is good enough. Just enough to.
I'm just happy there's not all the quality issues that everybody else was having on the first run of Marvel blind bags that everybody's got beat up.
Oh yeah, a lot of damaged stuff.
Yeah.
I heard somebody at the shop today talk about how they're like, why'd they make blind bags for the blind guy? And they said it's a blind bag to everybody else, but to Daredevil it's just a bag.
That's pretty good.
Let's crack it up. I was like, it's very, very true. Very true. All right, last one that I have here, folks. Fingers crossed. Looking for something cool, similar to what we got for. Oh, I see black and white. See, all right. I got another peach. So this is what we were talking about.
There you go.
So I did buy 2 peach covers, which I mean, nothing wrong with that at all.
Nice.
Which just reminds me, dang it! I just realized I had put 2 Rogue Peach Momoko variants aside for the March Madness last week, and now and I didn't get to post them. That would have been 3 more points for Rogue.
Yep. Yeah. All your fault.
Yeah, a little salty, but I'm happy that Wonder Woman won. So good for her. Shout out to Magic Lasso. Anyways, beautiful book.
Yeah, for sure. There's a store down in Winter Springs, Florida, which is Longwood, which is like 20 minutes north of Orlando. It's called Flashpoint Comics and Games. And what
Okay.
they do on their blind bags is they go ahead and open up 5 or 6 of them and put them up on the shelf so that you can choose. You don't have to buy a blind bag to get at least some of the covers.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it just gives everybody an option to not have to gamble and get what they don't want.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I just wanted to hold this up too. So these are $5.99 for these. So if anybody was wondering or is planning on buying multiple like I just did, but I am happy with that. I think that's a good deal. I think the ones that I got are a bunch of beauties. I would say learning, I would say I probably not realizing that you could even, like you said, get cover A. I probably would at least at a minimum buy cover A and then the blind bags, and then whatever I didn't get out of those particular blind bags, like if I didn't get this peach, then maybe I'd go back and get peach or something like that. But yeah. So there you have it.
Are you watching any of the new season of the series yet?
Not yet. I have not started yet. I know it's been out for a little while now, and I've been hearing.
Do you wait till they all come out and then just blow through them at one time?
No, I'm trying to, I don't know. I'm waiting on the right angle to like remind Lady No Good that, she should watch the second season with me, because she didn't really express any interest in watching this season, although she likes a lot of the Marvel stuff. So I rather watch it with her than than on my own. So that's part of it. But
that works.
Yeah, we'll get around to it. We just finished watching a show called Paradise. With oh my god, the guy from This Is Us. Now I have to look it up. Anyways, it's
the one to know from there is Justin Hartley and Milo, whatever his name is. That's the only 2 folks I can think of.
The other guy is Sterling K. Brown. That's
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and James Marsden. Anyways, very good show. Very good show.
I just didn't want to cry all the time, so I never watched This Is Us.
Oh, I never watched This Is Us. I actually probably should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I hear is very.
Yeah, Paradise. I hadn't watched it.
Yeah, it's like Lost kind of. I mean, I told John. John's a big Lost fan. I told him he should watch it if he since he likes Lost so much. I mean, just like some really cool big concepts and things like that. And
I broke down Sunday and started watching Invincible. So I've read a good bit of it, and I was like, well, everybody talks about how good the show is, so I want to sit down. So every night I've been up till, of course, I'm doing books till about 1:00 most of the time anyway. And so I was like, well, I'll just spend a couple hours a night, start watching Invincible. So it's good, very good.
So you started to read it first, and then you started.
Oh yeah. I read. Gosh, I don't know how far I'm in. Towards the end of the first Omni. I'm all the way through that, and so I was like, let's just go ahead and watch some too while I'm doing that.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Lady No Good and I have watched the whole first season of that and loved it, and then we just never got back into it after. And then finally, we gave like the second season a shot. I continued to really like it. She kind of lost interest, so that was where I was like, okay, this is a show I will watch on my own time. And then I just haven't gotten around to watch.
I get that completely.
Yeah. Are you on season 1 still right now then, technically?
No, I am about halfway through season 2 right now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's, if anything, I do want to read it at some point. I saw actually Zapp had an omnibus out at the front of their, I don't know if the omnibus just came out or if it's been out for a little bit, but it was like a nice hardcover omnibus volume 1 that they had at the front counter. And it looked really, really cool. But oh yeah, there it is. He said I blew through the Omni so fast. I love my bang pal fights in the comics, and Invincible doesn't disappoint. Yeah,
agreed. Yep.
Man, I have a ways to go, but it's great to hear, man. I hear. I mean, it's so cool to just know how much that's been thriving.
I've had a handful of Invincible books come through, so it's been cool to see. Not really low numbers, but like 40, I think 44, 60, 66 in that range. Some decent value books that have come through. So that's been neat to see too.
Yeah, nice. Do you own any yourself, Matt?
Not Invincible. I don't have a single first print or reprint of any kind for Invincible. I'm sure that'll change eventually, but so many
Yeah.
other things I'm wanting to put money towards. So
Yeah,
it's just entertainment.
for sure. Yeah, it is tough to or for certain things like that you feel you missed the boat on or whatever. But like you said, you got so many other things that you're looking forward to right now.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
just try to focus on that. The omnibus, maybe that is a way to go about it, is just get the omnibus, and I'll feel just as complete by owning that thing.
Yeah, and then Corey, I saved the money too, and I just rented it on Hoopla for free as one of my free borrows, and just been going through it that way. So that's
Smart.
Yeah, that's
Smart, man.
what I have no room for omnibus. I've got Death of Superman, and then I've got the second Wolverine omnibus down here, but that's all I have room for. So I'm trying to just read everything digitally for the most part.
Yeah, no, it's smart. I've been trying to strategize on space, because right now it's definitely, I mean, it's always been an issue, just not an issue, but just like something to always consider, and something that not enough people talk about. I don't think, and up until now, I mean, my only solution I've ever really had that people can't really go against is to just buy a bigger house. So that's
it's only money, Justin.
Exactly. That's my advice. Is just when you run out of space, you buy a bigger house. I'm not there yet, but yeah. And now I'm getting into more manga, which is like, I'm like, oh, they're little books.
Oh man.
Okay, they're small. They're much smaller. Anyways, yeah. So there you have it. Those are the books. Thanks everybody for jumping in, and Matt for hanging.
Yeah, man, it's good to talk to you again.
Yeah, likewise. Back to back nights. Love this.
Yeah,
we gotta we start carving. We'll have to start carving a baseball segment in here, or something. My Yankees just took down Seattle after we lost the night before. So
yeah, the Braves need some back end rotation help, and hopefully they'll get that in about 4 weeks. I hope, and I hope it's not too late.
No, that's plenty of time. 4 weeks will come by out of nowhere. This is a long season. I tell you what, I like that guy Baldwin that you have.
Yeah, Drake.
Yeah, the catcher.
Yeah, I started buying his cards. He had just got out of high school, and so I loaded up on probably 100 or 100 and around 100 of his very first couple of cards, and those were easy sales. Like he was killing it in AAA. So I most of the time I wait till the day they get called up, and then I'll sell it. But AAA, he was just breaking, and ended up putting it up. And so that I got 100 cards for $6, maybe something like that. Might have been $8 after shipping or something. And so that $6 or $8, whatever it was, that turned into $418 or something. So
damn, dude.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I remember when you were telling me, like, just even when I had you on the show interviewing you, just kind of your background with buying young, rookie cards. And
yeah, I just love watching minor league baseball and watching people transition from what they think they're going to be to what they turn out to be, and watching them improve. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Boo Red Sox. Beta says yes, manga is a whole new monster, but a great one. Agreed, man. Agreed. I'm really enjoying a lot of that stuff right now.
Hey, are you in Bearded Comic Bros?
Oh yes, I am. I've been slacking, but yes, I am in the.
I didn't know if you'd read the manga book that they had out right now. I didn't read this one, so I wasn't. Well,
what is it?
I don't remember what the name of it was.
I got to jump back in the Discord.
Yeah, check that out and see. You may have it. You may have already read it. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Beta, what are you reading? I'm curious. What you've been diving into. I mean, there's so many good things. I'm on Chainsaw Man right now, and I've been reading that, and this other. Been reading Chainsaw Man, and I just got into Alice in Borderland thanks to Sheena. So that's been great. Nice. This is volume. I got actually at Christmas. The wife got me the first 3 volumes of that, which is nice because these things were like $15, $16. Oh no, they're $22 a piece. You get a lot. Well, I should say you get a lot compared to the average manga.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, since we were talking baseball, the other thing I was gonna tell you was So I did my draft. I don't think I ever got to tell you my draft, Matt.
No, you didn't.
So I have such a boring team, but they're doing great. I had drafted Jose Ramirez as my first
Yep.
overall draft pick. I was number 6. All right, yeah,
Okay.
got pick 6.
All right.
And then I went ahead and went with 2 pitchers, which is not like me. I usually wait on pitching, but I went with Yamamoto and Christopher Sanchez from Philly.
Okay.
They both delivered great that first week. And then like I got a bunch of guys like James Wood. I went with him again, and I like kind of regret it. Like I've had him for like 3 years in a row, and I just keep waiting for James Wood to like take off, and that's just part of the the hope and the gamble. I mean he's got the opportunity in Washington, but Willie Contreras, which I usually wait on catcher, but I just saw an opportunity to take him early, so I did.
Former Brave.
Oh, was he? Oh, really? I didn't
Yep.
realize that. Let's see. Nick, is it Nico Horner from the Cubs?
Mr. Utility.
Yeah. Trevor Story for shortstop.
Yeah, he had a great year last year for sure.
That's what kind of got me. Yeah, I was like, I mean, I've always had a respect for him. Jacob Marcy from Marlins.
Yep.
They're lead off right now. I had him last year. That's what made me kind of think about getting him. Dalen Lyle. Do you know him?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this kid, I mean, he's starting out hot right now. And I'm glad he was like a late round, snag.
Right.
I read some articles and, some people just giving their flyers on some late round guys or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then I got like, Grisham I picked up off the waivers recently. I picked up Stephen Kwan.
Yeah, Grisham's he's a weird one because I mean he had all the home runs last year. You've got the short porch at Yankee Stadium and all that, but then everybody's like, is he even going to play? Is he going to get replaced by Jason Dominguez or Spencer Jones out of AAA, or what's he going to do? And Spencer Jones for the Yankees, holy smokes!
Oh yeah,
there's all this hype about Jason Dominguez over the last couple of years.
Yeah,
Spencer Jones.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. I will go to my grave beating a drum for that kid. Dang. He is good. Good.
That's good to hear. That is good to hear. Beta says I'm catching up on Omni backlog. Oh, okay. Been reading Kate's Store Run. Nice. Yep. I'd read the beginning of that.
Jim, do you read them digitally or do you actually have the physical in your hand omnibus? I always ask people that when they do omnis, because there are some people that are just going to do it, holding it in their hand. And
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll always even when I have the omnibus, I still read it digitally.
Yeah,
at least
most of my readings at night when I'm in bed. So
it's hard to lug around a big book. Yeah. Hey,
what is up, Nate? My man. How are you, buddy?
Good to see you, man. Let's see. Kind of want to read Invincible again. So good. Yeah, man. Man, you guys hyping it up. I don't know if I should jump back into the show or maybe just start reading. That's good to know. Flash by Night in the house. What is up, brother? Yeah, long time no see. Indeed. Hope all is well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Looks like an awesome lineup. Hope you do great this season. Thanks, man. So here's the thing with this lineup that I just read. Again, no flashy. And no quote unquote flashy. But I picked up Cade Smith for closing and Adolis Chapman, who I have very mixed feelings about as a Yankee fan. But
Oldis.
Yeah. But he did good last year. He's on a winning team. Oh, I assume he's going to be on a. Actually, Boston started out as they're only like 1-5 right now. I just assume Boston will figure it out and they'll start winning games eventually.
You got such a bright future in Boston, man.
Yeah,
a lot of good kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I did pick up Schlittler. That was a late, or mid, draft for that. Pitching Alcantara, who's been on fire he just pitched a full game today, and got me the win against the White Sox. So that was nice. Eovaldi had a good outing last time. He just got blown up today though. Soriano has been a good start so far, and the closer from St. Louis, O'Brien. Riley O'Brien. So anyways, that's the team. There's like no other big star. I mean, I would say, Ramirez and some of those pitchers are the big names. But the funny part about this whole thing, and the reason I wanted to tell you this was so So you've done fantasy in the past, Matt, right? Or have you ever you've done baseball
Yeah,
fantasy?
I've done it since this is 2026, 1999, I think.
Are you doing one this year, or have you?
Yeah, I've got two. So we have
Okay.
head-to-head league with a bunch of folks from church,
Oh,
and then I've got a big super league with 10 of us that we have a farm system, and
oh,
we have our regular major league rosters and that kind of stuff too. So it's very very nerdy. We have many spreadsheets, lots
dude.
of research. Yeah, it's great stuff.
Remind me to never get into a league with you. So the cool thing is, as you know, well, so typically, at least from my 5 years experience of doing this, every opening day that week is usually whatever it is, Wednesday to Sunday. Usually they combine that with the next week and call that week one for
Yep.
scoring, in a 10.
Yeah, it burned me this week because I did, or this year because I didn't do that.
Is that just new all across the board, or who
Yes.
decided that?
That's the first time they've done that I know
Okay.
of. So you
So I
had
had
3
no idea.
games in a week. Yeah, and
Okay.
then so I was rolling until the last day, and I was actually playing against my brother of all things,
Oh,
and he had an awesome Sunday and just wiped the floor with me. Dadgummit.
so I ended up it was Sunday and I was winning 10-0 in the
Oh
categories.
gosh.
And I
Wow.
just kept making the joke to Lindsay, the lady no good, saying, man, I just wish if only the week ended, if only the week, the scoring ended tonight instead of next Sunday. And neither of us realized that it actually was ending this previous Sunday. So when I wake up on Monday morning, I get the little confetti shooting,
Yeah,
in the app and all this stuff. And it's like, wow, 10-0. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm in first place right now.
that's crazy.
And it was just, it was a massive steal. I have to show you my team name too. Maybe you'll appreciate this. It's very tiny, but it's at the top there in first
Oh,
place.
Bones parents. That's a weird story. Man, that's a weird story.
Yeah, very, very weird. I always try to get something random in the news, like to make my name. I never stick with it. I always change names. I put Leonardo DiCaprio.
I stay the same. In one league, it's always left field seats. At one time, it was seeing eye singles, and I changed it to left field seats. And then the other league is always bottom of the lineup card. ABS, I love it. I'm a huge fan of it, and I'm a huge fan of everybody calling out CB Buckner for being an absolutely horrible umpire, because he is, and it's nice to see it. Did you see the highlight? It was it Friday? It was one of the first series in Cincinnati where the umpire had back-to-back missed calls, and on the second one, Eugenio Suarez was batting, and on the second one, the Reds stadium just went berserk because they were so excited because the ump was wrong again, and it was pretty exciting to watch.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, checks out on Buckner.
Yeah, I saw when we went to spring training a couple of weeks ago. We were at the Astros facility that they share with the Nationals, and CB was behind the plate. I was like, oh gosh, it's going to be one of those nights.
Right.
And everybody used their challenges pretty freely in that spring training game too, just like they've been doing against him in the majors.
Yeah.
And if you hadn't seen the call that he missed last night, go look it up. Just CB Buckner blown call at first base. Just type that in.
Okay.
And he's 6 feet from the base, and runners coming down, steps on the base clearly, and CB calls him out.
Wow.
And then it's just like, are you kidding me?
It's crazy that it's taken us this long to get to this, using technology in this way. But
baseball's scared of change. Anything, DH in every league, checking for pine tar as the people come in, automatic balls and strikes. It's just, it's change, and everybody just wants to get in an uproar about a change. And if 2, 3, 4 weeks into the season, it's like it's been there forever. The pitch clock was another one.
That's true. Yeah, everybody got used to that real quick. Yeah,
and all of it's been for the benefit of the game. I think I really enjoyed all of it.
Oh, totally. I mean, I definitely, especially things like the pitch clock. Like I used to. I think when we've talked about it, I was never a big baseball guy until I met Lindsay, and she got me into being a Yankee fan. But I mean, I love the game now, but I don't know. I mean, I understand it's just like it was just a different game, a different mindset back then, and I don't know if it would have been for me because I used to just not like baseball. I used to just think it was boring.
That's most everybody around me is kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Hey, and Jim, being a Red Sox fan, if you're ever in or around Greenville, South Carolina, down here, this where the Greenville Drive is, which is a single A for the Red Sox. So all of the current Red Sox have been down through here. So Sedan Rafaela, Christy Campbell,
cool.
Roman Anthony, all these guys, 30 minutes from my house. So
Wow.
it's cool to get to run down, check out a quick game. The stadium is beautiful. It's their smaller version of Fenway. We have a Green Monster. All that stuff is here, and it's quite cool. And we went to the Red Sox spring training facility too a couple of weeks ago that has their own Green Monster that you actually sit in the middle of the Monster. There's a section carved out, and you sit there, and you can sit on top if you want.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we sat in the Monster back there too, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, he said, "I'm so jealous right now." This is so cool. Man, I can't wait. I'm hopefully gonna get to a couple games here this year. Do you usually go to a good amount, Matt, or?
I usually go to. Last year was the first year I haven't gone to a game in as long as I can remember. Money was real tight. Travel's been nuts. But yeah, me and my other buddy Matt, we usually go to about at least 10 Braves games a year. So it's like an hour and a half drive from here to get down there. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
But the Brave Stadium is, if it's not number one, it's definitely got to be number 2 or 3 of the most expensive stadiums in the league. Ticket prices, food prices, everything is so overpriced at the Brave Stadium. It's crazy. So we enjoy, me and him, we loaded up a couple of years ago and just drove to Cleveland. He had a conference in Cleveland. So we stayed there. We drove an hour and whatever north to go to Detroit. And Tiger Stadium up there is my favorite stadium. And I'm a guy, I've loved PNC Park for 15 years. I've got a buddy that lives in Pittsburgh, so I go up there every year, and I love PNC. But man, Tiger Stadium up there is fantastic in Detroit.
Ah, that's cool. That is cool. I would like to get to more stadiums, just in general. I mean, even to go to Boston, I'd never been to Boston. I'd love to go see a baseball game there.
Yeah, we've got it on our plan. We've got one of our friends works at MIT, and she's there at the Red Sox, so we're going to go stay with her, and then take a train probably up to New York and try to hit both New York stadiums over the course of a week, so we can try to start knocking out our Northeast run and then come back down. So he's been to more stadiums than I have, but he doesn't mind doing it. So,
dude, you got to let me know, man. Let me know when you're up.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd love to link up if it's possible.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'll probably go to a couple. Usually we go to like one Baltimore game, and usually we try to do it when the Yankees are there. You know, I'll still, being a Baltimore Ravens fan, I'll still, I'll be willing to go see an Orioles game even if the Yankees aren't there. But and I love that stadium, and obviously just any excuse to be in Baltimore is a good time. So, but yeah, otherwise that's really the only other stadium. I mean, I did get to go to Wrigley Field a couple of years ago.
Nice.
And that's another one I'll try to get back to once in a while. But anyways, this is great.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, dude, we'll do these. I mean, I know we've always talked about trying to figure out like a podcast or something like that, but we really got to figure something out, because I really enjoy these conversations.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Like this.
How many times have you heard this, Justin?
Listen, I was a Ravens fan first. Okay, I had met my wife, Lady No Good. She had turned me into not just a Yankees fan, but a baseball fan. So this is only, this is 8 years ago. Prior to 8 years ago, I could not stand baseball and did not care for it at all. And I was strictly more, into football. So,
and Lady No Good's a Giants fan, right?
She is, yes, diehard.
Grew
Grew up with it. Yeah, has season tickets. Her parents have season tickets. They've been going since she was in the womb. So she's always been going. But I'm a fan of. I have family in Baltimore. So for those who don't know the background, for me, Ravens have always been a staple in my life, just because of my family and living down there when I was a baby and visiting my dad whenever I could. Hey, you know what they say, Beta? They say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right? And the Ravens are, I will say, pretty well known for some of their dirty tricks over the years.
I remember texting you right when I heard that.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. I will say, like, I am sad that Harbaugh is no longer with us. However, I am happy that at least they went to the Giants.
Yeah, still in the family for you.
It stayed in the household, so I'm good with that, and I'll even look forward more to seeing more Giants games, because You know, I do. You and I, we've talked about Jackson Dart time and time again.
I was about to bring that up. I can't remember if you ended up getting him or not, because
Yes, I did not. I did not.
Telling him, get him, man. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, I got Henderson, and I hope that he still has a bright future with the Patriots. But
yeah, for sure.
But no, yeah, I always think back to our conversations. I'm like, do I do this? What do I do? I don't know what to do. You're like,
I ended up using my last pick that year in the keeper league and picked him up at like pick 256 or whatever it was, and I got him.
Crazy. That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, and that was the thing for me, right? Dart. Remember, that was a unique situation for me because I never done. That was my first year doing the drafting only rookies as part of my dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't know like the cadence of how quickly do players go, like how quickly do a quarterback like that go when there was all those other popular quarterbacks. So I was trying to like could I get away with one round before it comes back to
it
me.
Also depends on the group that you're drafting with too.
Right.
Whenever if in a regular league, when a Clemson player comes out in the NFL, nobody's going to care. But in the leagues that I'm in football, he's the first one to go. So all the local players, and then same in baseball, the Braves are usually the first to go for most of the people that I'm around. So
right, no, that's a good point. Yeah, it definitely can vary. Yeah, I'm with you here, Beta man. Darts, I think Dart is the real deal, man. I'm very excited, and
I was pounding the drum for him hard with Justin even before the draft, and then Justin was texting me draft pick options, and every time I just kept saying Dart. I don't remember how many times I said it, but it was pick after pick after pick.
And I remember thinking, I was like, I want to go Dart. I just don't want to grab him too early. I don't want to pick him and everybody be like, whoa, that was too, you could have got him in the third round or whatever. Like it was so hard to tell, at that moment. And
then, I want my lineups to be like my comic books. I want them to make me happy when I see it. Like I might stink the entire year, but I got every player that I wanted. So it was my own fault. It wasn't their fault.
Right. No, I like that. No, hopefully it's a good season. When we get to football, I should say. But baseball, looking forward to that season as well.
For sure.
All right, gang. Well, I'm gonna go watch Survivor here in a bit, but
be good then.
Yeah, appreciate you guys in the chat and Matt hanging out with me, man. Trying to keep these Wednesdays going, just celebrating New Comic Book Day and all that stuff.
So. Yeah, and actually, I just realized that all of my new comic book stuff that came in my most recent shipment from DCBS is sitting right here next to me on the left. So next time I jump on with you, I'll just pull whatever that box is and we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah. All right, gang. We'll smash that like button. Remember, I'll be live here 9:00 Eastern tomorrow night. If you guys want to chime in or sit in the chat for Tom King and Greg Smallwood for Human Target. So, quick reminder there on that. So, excited to break that one down. But, anyways, smash that like button on the way out. Till next time, we will talk to you later. Peace.